pieces, feel it sinking in. Lonely faces, say you need a friend. No matter the distance, I will always be there. No more inhibitions, I'll show you I care. You've been lost and alone in the city lights, I know.
Dear God, I need a miracle in my life right now. I never thought I'd ever place trust in anyone or anything. I want to lean on you. I need to believe that you are there and that you care about me, that I matter. Please guide me steadily out of the pain and confusion I've known so well into a life of promise and hope. I simply ask, humbly, for your protective hand to be on this shipwreck, my life. Please keep me safe and from the destructive behavior that has kept me comfortably numb. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Epoxymaid, the land of resin art and unexpected chaos. My mission, to create something cool without gluing myself to the table. New videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe, hit that bell. Things might get messy, but they'll always be fun. And today is collaboration day. It's coasting through the week, making coasters on Wednesdays. And anyone can join. It started out with Resin Me Up, Marvelous Artsy, and myself. And it grows all the time. And we're super excited to have you if you'd like to join. And you can make a coaster any kind of way that you want. Share your artistic creations with everyone else. Don't hide them, share them. All right, I'm going to share my coasters that I decided to make this week. I'm making one coaster. I know that was plural when I said it the first time, but it's just one. And we're going to go ahead and make this right here. And I've used this mold so many times that it's, it's bulging right there. But what we're going to do is when I pour in it, we'll take like a glitter bottle or something and push it up against it, and it will take that bulge out of it. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? But what this is going to be is a clock. We're going to make a clock out of a coaster mold. And that center right there, I'm going to use this hole maker by littlewindows.com. And I really need it to be bigger. But when I get some of my plugs out, this size right here, whoops, would work the best. But it's not going to sit there. It's just not. Unless I had some kind of weight to put on it. And I don't know how I would get it to do that. Because of the little nibs there. The little design that's in the coaster. That's why. If that wasn't there, that design, then I could do that. So we're going to go ahead and use this one because the next size up in my kit is too big. Right here, that's too big. It won't attach to that. I even tried to spray some alcohol on it to get it to suction, and it won't due to the design that's right there. So we're going to have to move down a notch, a size. And it's going to be this one right here. And see, it sticks right in there. So when we take it out, and if my clock doesn't fit in there, then we will have to drill a hole bigger. Drill my hole bigger. See, here's the clock right there. And that is, yeah, we're going to have to drill it because that's not going to go through that hole. But we'll go ahead and get the hole started with this right here. And It'll be no big deal. You won't even be able to tell it by the time we get the clock in there and all set up. All right, are y'all ready? Let's do this. I've got these butterflies are right here already made, and I want to use these as on the clock as 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then over here we're going to need another one. So I'm going to have to try to replicate this butterfly to get us another one. And I think I want to do that size. But we'll go ahead and make all three just in case, you know, I don't know, in case something might happen. You never know. So I think I made those with these two colors right here and this pink in the middle. So we're going to try to replicate that again. I don't know how well we're going to do, but we're really going to try. Okay, and I'm going to be using my Cayman's Kea alcohol inks here. I'm using pistachio, Tiffany, strawberries with cream and caramel. And I got the caramel and strawberries and cream new from one of my subscribers. Yes, and I'm excited to use it. But what we're going to do here first, this has a really big design down in it. So I'm going to go ahead and spritz my mold with some alcohol. And that's going to help with the bubbles attaching to the edges and inside all of those little intricate areas. And what I'm going to do is I have my resin mixed up right here. This is the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1. It has a part A and a part B. And I always put my part B in first and then my A on top of it. And I mix it for 3 minutes. And now we're ready to go ahead and pour. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit down in here to get the surface filled. And then I'm going to stop right quick. And I'm going to go ahead and take care of these bubbles that are down in here, because they are really attaching to that design in there. And I'm going to do that with this little tool right here. So I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to nudge them and make them come onto the top so we can go ahead and take care of them there. All right. And I'm just going to go ahead and walk around and do this. And it's going to be pretty boring. So I will meet you back when I'm finished. I'm finished, so I'm going to go ahead and take my heat gun and I'm going to run it around in there and pop those surface bubbles that I just made come up to the top so we could deal with them there. And this coaster mold right here is notorious for those bubbles hanging on into that design in there. Okay, I'm going to spritz a little bit of alcohol, pop any of those surface bubbles. And now we're going to go ahead and finish pouring. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, which we don't have much left. Seems like we've got the mold pretty filled. All right, hopefully I saved enough room for our inks. I forgot to add our little hole maker there. No big deal. Those are always easy to go ahead and add. I love those things. And if you haven't gotten yourself any, you really need to get you some at littlewindows.com. They are the best, my friend. You can make holes in anything you want with those little nifty things. Okay, let's go ahead and drop our inks in. I'm going to start with the pistachio. And you have to shake these up. They have a little ball inside. You hear it? And you want to shake until you hear that little ball. And then let the ink settle for a minute. I don't know why this one's leaking. I guess I didn't have it closed all the way. Let me get a paper towel and clean it off. Here we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop in a few of the pistachio. I'm going to stop right there. And now let's go in with the strawberries and cream. You don't need to use a lot of these inks. I'm going to let it settle just a minute. I have learned my lesson by opening these right on up right after you shake it. It will go everywhere. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. I want to give all the colors a chance to show through. Whoops, that flew right out of my hand. Okay, I'm going to let it settle for a few seconds. And go ahead and open it. I haven't used this one yet. Nice and neat little nib. Oh, that color's beautiful. Very beautiful neutral color right there. I absolutely love mixing a neutral with colors. It just is so, that's just so beautiful to me. Now our last color is Tiffany that I'm going to be adding. Okay, I'm going to let it settle a few seconds. And we'll get the other ones out and drop a few more in. Let's go ahead and drop in some more of the strawberries and cream and some more of the caramel. Because my pistachio and Tiffany are really close in color. But they still need to be in there all the same. Okay, let's be picky about where we want them at. Oops, I opened that one up way too fast. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more of the pistachio in. If it's got any on the lid. Alright, I think we might stop there. And I'm going to let it sit for just a little bit. Probably about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll go in and do a little wispy woos through there. But I'm going to go ahead and get our resin mixed up for our stand and our butterflies. We had enough resin left from our pour here to do our butterflies. So I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed up. I only want a little bit of pink in here, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my popsicle stick and drop it in there and stir. Okay, I need a little bit more. That's probably too much. Okay, that's perfect. Whoops! Look what I did. Lord have mercy on me. Okay, let's get this closed up before that falls in there. And then I'm going to use the Color Pour Sky Blue. And I just want a teensy weensy bit in there. I'm going to keep adding just a little bit until I get the color right. Okay, that color is perfect. Now we got to try to get this one right. Okay, I think I got it. Let's give it a go, my friends. I hope I have it right. I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in there. Tump it upside down, get any excess out and back around. And the pink is in the center of the butterfly, so we're going to go ahead and put pink right in the center. And then it looks like there's blue there, blue up here, and then the green down here and here. I think I got our colors right. I think I went ahead and done the big one trying to get the color right, but I think they're pretty much there. If not, it's going to be okay. It won't be that big of a deal. And I see a bubble in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and get this poured. And I think I put green, just a light green in each corner of the butterfly, and then the pink in the center, and then blue over here and blue over here. Let's put a little bit more pink in the center. And these might be a little bit lighter than the other ones, but it's okay. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. And then we'll put like some stones down the center of them and make them look really pretty. See some bubbles in the corners of that one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my heat gun. Pop any of the surface bubbles. And we only need one butterfly out of this. Now I'm going to get my little edge tool. If I can find it. And I'm just going to clean up around the edges. And then I'll meet you back when we pour the stand. I thought I hit play on the camera, but I didn't. I'm using these Mylar flakes right here. I think they match really good with this. I hope they do anyway. And I've poured this one right here. And I got that bottle sitting up next to that to get that bulge out of it, so it'll cure without the bulge. I spritzed alcohol in my mold already. And let's go ahead and get some of the flakes in here. You don't need a lot of these. You just need a little. but I love how they look in resin. I absolutely love mylar flakes in resin. I love every color. They are so beautiful. Okay, I'm going to spritz a little bit more alcohol in there. And then go ahead and pour. And I may have to prop this one up too. It looks like it's got a little bit of a bulge over here on this side, so I'm going to prop it up too, so we don't end up with a lopsided stand. My gloves are sticky and I keep dropping everything. I just changed my mats out and I'm getting stuff everywhere. Look at that. I tell you, it's just not my day in the craft room. I need to go ahead and close the door and get out of here. And my ink on the bottom of the mold is coming off, where I wrote on the bottom of there how much the mold holds. And that's been on there for a very long time. I can't imagine why it would decide to just come off now. Alright, let me fix those. Okay, I'm going to get my heat gun, pop any of the surface bubbles. I'm going to take this tool right here and go around my edges right quick, because there's some bubbles there trying to hang out. So I'm just going to go through here real slow. Make sure there's none on the edges of my mold. Okay, we need to add a little bit more resin to this one. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And I think that's perfect. I'm going to scoot this one over. See, I love these molds that have that little flap on them, because you can grab it and move the mold. I wish all the molds had that. I'm trying to find another glitter bottle so I can set it up against there. There we go. I don't want to push it in too far. All right. Now we're going to take this stick right here, and I'm going to just go through this like that right there. I don't want to muddy my colors up, so I'm just going to make a one round through it, and that's it. Okay, that's it. I will meet you back when it's time to demold. See you later. It's demold time, so let's go ahead and get everything out and see what we got. We'll go ahead and demold our stand right quick. And there it is. And see, we have no bulge now because we propped that glitter up against it. Now we'll get this one out. And there it is. These little stands are so cute. And there it is, put together. Now let's get our little butterflies out. I don't know. That one's got a little bit more blue in it. Yeah, they're not the same color, but we'll have to see. And I take a little string here, and I take my butterflies, and I put them in that string like that, and then I tie it, and it makes the wings flap up a bit to make them look a little bit 3D. See, you want to get it, catch it right there, and then bring that butterfly up just how you want it, and pull it a little bit tighter, and then it will cure like that. So I'm going to go ahead and tie it in a knot to keep it that way. Now before I pull that string real tight, I'm going to get this back how I want it, because it loosened up a little bit. And then pull it tight. And then I just cut the excess off. And let it cure a little bit. But we won't be using this one, so that I was just showing y'all how I make the butterflies look like that, because they were flat. And there's that one. That one doesn't look bad at all to put with them, does it? See? I don't think it looks bad at all to put with them. It's right here. And then there's that little tiny one. Okay, let's get our angels out. They look so pretty with the mylar flakes mixed with the gold. I don't know if y'all can see all the colors they're throwing off, but they have a bunch of colors on top of the gold. And I think it's beautiful. So yeah, play around with your mylar flakes. Put them in your glitters. They look beautiful. They add a whole new look to your glitters. I love how every angel in this mold is different. She's playing a harp. And then these were just extra that I had left over, and I put some glitter in them. They're just little flowers. I love this little flower mold. Every flower in there is different. Okay, now to the main thing that I'm so afraid to demold. I don't know what it's going to look like. I've never used these inks in something that had like such detail on the front. And I've been experimenting with these inks. I don't know a whole lot about them, but I just know that they're my favorite because they're so beautiful. Let's get on in here, see what we got. I wish that wouldn't come down like that. I wish it would have just stayed in the back. Let's go ahead and get that out. We got to put something in that design so we can get rid of some of this. And it may not get rid of it. I don't know. It may make it look worse. I don't know. Let's go ahead and put something in it. I mean, at this point, you know, I don't think it's going to matter. Everything can't be beautiful, right? All right, let me look for something. We're going to take this UV resin bonding liquid, and I put some right there in the center, and I'm just going to take these stones right here and put them right there in the center of our butterfly. I got to get some feed out there for my birds. They are just singing out there this morning for me. Now I'm going to cure that up. You cure the UV bonding up with UV light. And that's by Let's Resin, and it's awesome stuff. I only got that little small bottle to try it out. And I tell you, it just keeps going and going and going. I keep telling myself I got to get me a new one, but I haven't done it yet. I keep telling myself it's going to be empty one day and I'm going to need it. So I better order another one. Okay, and there it is. I think that looks beautiful. And we'll put some in the center of these too. And we'll put them on our clock. Something like that. I can't find my squeegee. I have a squeegee that I scrape paint off with, and I have no idea where it's at. Oh, goodness gracious. What in the world is going on in my craft room? I mean, it's like it just flew wings and flew out of here. Do y'all ever have that happen? Something just... And to be honest, it'll be right in front of your face. And you won't see it till a few days. You know, when you don't need it anymore. Yeah, that's about story of my life. Okay. We're just going to have to do it this way. Put a little bit of alcohol on there. Okay. Now I'm going to let that dry for a little while, and then we'll come back and clean it up even more. See you later. I tied this butterfly up, but I'm not sure if it's ready to untie it. But we're going to have to go ahead and put it on the clock. So I'm going to have to release it. And what I may end up doing is I still have to dome the clock, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So I could probably just take it back off after the video, and if I don't, you know, glue it down very well, I think I'm just gonna tack it so we can see the finished product, and then I will take it off and finish it, and then I'll show it to you all in another video. Yeah, I think that's what I'll end up doing. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put it under my lamp here and get it cured up. And what I have done is I only had to drill the hole just a little bit in the back to get our clock through there. See if I can get it out to show y'all. Well, I've got it in there pretty good. And this is still a little soft. So I'm just going to push it back through. I don't want to take it out because I've got the hole perfect. But I just used my drill and made it just a little bit bigger. I didn't need much more to go. So we're going to go ahead and clean the paint off. And what I like to do that with are these baby washcloths. They're really, really good to clean your pieces. They're even nice to buff your pieces up with a little bit of wax. You know, you put a little bit of wax on there and buff them up and make them shiny. They're nice to clean them off, clean your piece off if you've got like fingerprints on it or something. So if you don't have any baby washcloths, get you some and try them out. I'm telling you, they're awesome for resin, to clean your resin pieces, wipe them down or whatever. And you can get them really cheap at your local dollar store. So I'm just going to put some alcohol on this. I got a new one out. Y'all don't want to see my other ones. They look terrible. And then I'm just going to lightly brush over this until I get all of the excess paint off. And I'm not going to do it aggressively. I'm just going to do it really lightly. Just kind of skate right on top of my piece here. And I'm going to give that alcohol time to, you know, get that paint ready to move for me off of the piece. It's getting easier now to come off because that alcohol's had time to help it wipe off of there a little bit easier for me. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more onto my terry cloth here. Okay, I've got it all cleaned off. It looks nice and neat. There's the edges. Now we're going to go ahead and put this little I can keep it in my hands. This little nut right in there. And get it turned on there. Okay. And this one goes on the back. It's the washer, but I forgot to put it on there. But no big deal, because I'm going to be taking it back apart again so I can put a dome over it. And a dome is just pouring resin over the top. Okay, so I want to do my butterfly here. But let's go ahead and put these on. I don't know if y'all hear that thunder or not. We have some really bad weather. Oh, that one goes on there. And then that one. They're kind of bent. I don't have them lined up right. I had to take the clock and let my husband put the hands on it. It was just a mess. These are some really cheap clock things. Does anybody do clocks that's maybe watching this video today? And where do you get your hardware for your clocks? Because this right here was terrible. Every time he would pinch them together, he would bend one of the clock hands and then would have to straighten that back out. Yeah, it was just terrible. Does anybody know of any better clock hardware you can get for these? Let me know. Drop in the comment section below. Or you can email me, please. I would really appreciate it. Okay, now, but it is working. You can see the red hand moving. It's working. So now we can go ahead and put our butterflies on. But I'm just gonna tack this one because I want to take it off and I want to pinch it some more to get it to, you know, look a little more 3D. But I want this one at the top. All right, like that. And then let's do maybe that one there. And then the two smaller ones on the sides. Does that look good? Or should we do it this way? We got to make sure that red hand don't hit that one. Or that one. I have to wait for the red hand to come back around and see. May have to face them out a little bit or something. Let's see when it comes around what it's going to do. Okay, let's see. All right, it's not touching it. Okay. And then that one will look something like that. but its wings will be up, so it won't hit it. But I'm trying to think how I want to place them on there. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, we're going to go ahead and tack them. We're going to go ahead and get the butterflies tacked on there so we can go ahead and get the glamour shot pictures at the end. And then I will dome this and share it with you in another video. I'm sorry that it didn't work out where I had it all finished in this one. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of this Let's Resin UV bonding liquid on the back. And then I'm going to get my little handheld light that also comes with this bonding liquid. Okay, now I'm going to do this one next. I mean, it is thunderstorming really bad here. I'm going to put that one going out this way. Then I'm going to get my new Let's Resin lamp, and I'm just going to hold it over those and let it just cure them up some more. And then we'll get this one and get it tacked on there. And I'm just tacking these. Okay, now I'm going to move to this one, and then we'll be finished. Let's see, how do I want to put that one? Let's just do that one kind of like that. Okay, I'm finished with that. And what I might do with this last little butterfly here, put two of the stones in the center, and then put it right here on this one's wing. And make it look really pretty. You know, like that one's sitting on its mother. I can't get it up there, but y'all get the gist of it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that one. I think it turned out gorgeous. I absolutely love this clock. I can't wait to finish it, get it all domed and nice and pretty. And I thought about putting the gold edging on the clock, you know, go around it with the gold. But I don't want to do that because you can glance off into there and look and see it, the beautiful inks inside of there. And all that's going on in there. So I'm not going to do that. And it's really not cured fully, but we're going to go ahead and put it on the stand, and I'm going to let you get a little peek at it. And then, of course, at the end of the video, we'll have some little glamour shots. So let me get it on the stand, and then I'll put you down and let you take a little peek at it. And there it is. And I'm going to have to move that butterfly right there up just a little bit. Just a tad. Because it's touching just a teensy weensy bit. But look how beautiful that is. Look at the inks behind the gold. It turned out so pretty. I love it. Our nice, just dainty, subtle butterflies. So when you get done here, please go check out the rest of the creators that have joined the collaboration and see how they are coasting through the week. See what they are up to. I'm always excited to go see all the creativity every week. Well, it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you on Friday. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.